My adventure on Daymar started like most do, when you least expect it. I had already spent most of the day grav-leving around in my Nox and was getting ready to leave. Just after I packed the Nox away, I'd spotted an odd rock configuration that looked like Abe Pagoda's head, and I wanted to snap a few hollow shots of it with my Moby glass before taking off. I figured it would make a good conversation piece for the guys back in the bar. Unfortunately, it seemed that someone else had some different plans for me in mind.
Target acquired. Looks like it's another one of those dang Volcom challengers. Not on my watch. Closing in on target's location. Acquiring target. Target acquired. Proceeding to prosecute trespasser with extreme prejudice.
Oh, what the hell, man? I'm not even a criminal this week. Ah! What the actual... Oh, what is up with this psycho?
Missed him on that run. Old good turn around, old try it again.
Why does this shit always happen to me? It's a nice relaxing day on Daymar. This is not relaxing.
He's slippery. Time to get a little speed. Die, you hippie.
I just want to get to my stupid ship. I was getting my stupid ships right there.
Trespasser is attempting to commandeer a vehicle.
I'm just gonna hide behind these rocks, and after his next pass, I'm just gonna make a break for it.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You bastard. Oh, you're gonna pay for that. I don't know how, and I don't know when, but you will pay.
Where is you? I know you're in there somewhere. I can smell you. Come on out. Come on. I'm just gonna keep turning these pieces into smaller pieces until I find you. Hey, bud. I don't get to blow stuff up nearly enough. That there is a negative confirmation on the pilot's destruction. Continuing on with search.
I was gonna hold up here for a little bit. Looks like he's still flying around looking for me. Wait, here he comes. I can hear him getting closer. Just stay low. Don't let him see you.
How'd I lose that son of a bitch? He's on foot.
Alright, this is my chance. I'm just gonna run in the opposite direction that he's flying in.
You that stupid bat flame the world with your boss stick back.
If I can just reach the safety of these rocks without him spotting me, then I'm in the clear. Almost. Almost there. Made it. Luckily, I can hear him way before I see him. And it sounds like he is heading off away from me. I don't hear anything. You know what? I think I lost him. Well, it's not going to do me any good just cowering behind this rock. I'm going to get up and find a way out of here. The problem is, there's no open comm channels this far out in the desert. But if I could make it to an outpost that has a connection to the comm arrays, I could broadcast a distress beacon. Or if I could make it back to one of the mining stations, I could just hitch a ride home. Either way, I got a long walk ahead of me. I'm actually pretty lucky to be wearing mostly heavy armor right now. It may be difficult to run while wearing it, but the actuators in the arms and legs takes 100% of the stress off you when you're just walking. And its life support does more than just provide oxygen. It also provides temperature control and is recharged by solar energy, so it's saving me from radiation burns and heat stroke. Yeah, I unfortunately wasn't carrying much on me before I was attacked. Quite frankly, I haven't had enough time to even look around and check to see what I still had on me. Alright, quick inventory check. I got 2 grenades. I got my trusty sidearm. It's basically all I had on me when I jumped out. I think I still have a couple of med pens and a couple of oxy pens, which is going to come in really handy. The days pass by rather quickly around here, and the total blanketing of the sun by these sudden dust storms is only adding to my increased feelings of disorientation. On the good side, it's making me hard to spot from above, and covering my tracks as soon as I make them. On the bad side, it's almost impossible to tell if I'm just walking around in circles or not. Well, looky here. I can't remember if these things are good to eat or not. There's only something like 3 plants on the entire moon, and I know they talked extensively about this one during my Daymar survival training. Oh, now I remember. You can eat them, but they have a powerful hallucinogenic kick. Could be a fun way to pass the time while I make my way over to the nearest safety shelter. Maybe if I took a deep breath, I could take off my helmet just long enough to cram one in my mouth. Oh, wait, now I remember. They also cause explosive diarrhea. Kind of like the Kamehameha version of peyote. That would be a less interesting way to pass the time. I think for now I'll pass on it. Or maybe just save a little for later, for some time when I'm not in the middle of a desert. And perhaps for a time when I'm not this close to dying. I shouldn't be eating crazy stuff like that anyway. Who knows if those things are even breathing? There's no carbon dioxide in Daymar's atmosphere. It's mostly nitrogen with a sprinkling of methane and hydrogen for flavor. I can't remember if I ate any of that hallucinogenic tongue plant or not. I'm not currently exploding from stem to stern yet, so maybe I didn't. But I have seen the sunset go down about a half dozen times now without experiencing nighttime even once. So maybe I did. I don't know why I'm so worried about food. I'm gonna suffocate long before I die of hunger anyway. Speaking of that.
Oh yeah, that calms the shakes.
Wait a minute. Are my eyes deceiving me? I can't believe this. I've just been following a random signal this entire time, but man, it could have been anything. I only hoped it was an outpost. And I found this at just the right time because I'm out of oxy pens and I really need to replenish the oxygen in my suit's tanks. Oh, I can already feel my oxygen reserves replenishing themselves. I can already tell this isn't a comm station, but it may have some supplies that I can use. Like extra oxy pens, maybe a map of the surrounding area, maybe even a weapon that they left behind. Pretty much anything will do at this point. Unfortunately, it looks like this place has already been cleaned out. Oh wait, what the heck was that? Yeah, I just want to head back and just take a look. I'd hate to forget something at this point. I'm already here and
What the hell? Is that what I think it is? What the hell did you get? That's right. I see you. You forget about me, then I forget about you, hippie. You go ahead and try to dodge this time. Like a fish in an old barrel. I don't see nobody. I need calm formation.
I don't know what he's doing. He's just kind of hovering there like some kind of intergalactic peeping Tom. Oh, he can stare in that window all he wants while I make a break for it. Alright, careful. Yeah, there he is. He's still just staring in the window. Alright, forget this. I'm out of here. Go, go, go! Run! Just gotta get over that dune, and I can ditch him again. Hopefully for good this time. That was weird. I just blacked out for a second. But I was still running when I woke up. I think I can afford to ease up here for a little bit. Well, the best thing about that last outpost is now I have a frame of reference to go by to determine where the rest of the landing zones are located. I'm not chasing down random signals anymore. I know right where to go and just how far away it is. And according to my Moby-Glass map, I can head right over to either ArcCorp or Shubin Mining and call for a space Uber to come get me. Well, looks like I just spotted the second of 3 plants on this entire moon. And look at this thing, man. It looks like the unholy alliance of an onion and a cactus. I'm kinda curious if it's good to eat. I don't even know how many days it's been since I've been stranded here. But you know, on second look, I'm really less hungry with every passing second. I think I'm gonna move on. Ever since I found that last outpost to be a bust, I've been following the second most prominent marker on my radar, and it's led me here. And look at what I've found. Oh, this is amazing. If this actually works, this is a game changer. I mean, it looks in good shape. There's no sign of damage. Oh, sorry, buddy. Now I see why it's left out here. Shot in the back of the head. Well, lucky for me, it looks like somebody wanted you dead more than they wanted your ride. Well, no disrespect intended, but I need this Gravlev a lot more than you do. Wow, thank the Emperor for Drake and their push-button technology. Look at that. Still fires off like a champ. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, my luck's finally turning around. It looks like the previous owner of this bike had come from one of the ore stations. So all I need to do is follow the nav map all the way back to his point of origin. It looks like I can get out of here. Despite everything that's happened so far, like being stranded in the desert and hunted down by some insane redneck Terminator, I'm actually having fun. I am gonna miss the silver bullet though. Yeah, no insurance. That's alright, next time I'm gonna upgrade to a max anyway. On the good side, this should be smooth sailing from here on out, as long as I don't run into Captain Gladius again. Yeah, I've always heard tales of an ex-fighter pilot who went nuts and disappeared into the unmonitored areas of Daymar, and he would attack anyone who was unlucky enough to cross paths with him. But it always sounded like the kind of cautionary tale that they'd say to tourists just to keep them from wandering out into the desert and getting themselves killed. I never for a second thought there'd actually be any truth to it. I wonder where he gets his fuel and ammunition from. Probably the same way anyone else gets anything on Daymar. You scavenge for it. Oh, here we are, back to civilization. After all I've gone through, I kind of feel like doing a victory lap around this place. Just because I can. Actually, I'm just looking for a good parking spot. And right over here looks like it should do nicely. Just gonna ease on up over here and gently put her down. There we go, just like I knew what I was doing. Yeah, looking good. Alright, I hope that they are stocked up on everything because I am hungry. And I don't mean regular hungry, I mean eat the food off the floor like a dog hungry. Ah, just who I wanted to see.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to order a liter of water, 12 hamburgers, 5 oxy pens, half a roll of detox pills, and put it all in a big doggy bag for me. Thanks. Hello? I'd like to make a beacon-to-beacon call to Space Uber. Yeah, it's law. I'm stranded out here in Daymar again. R-Corp Mining, I think. I don't know, I didn't check the sign. Just home in on my beacon signal. What? I don't know, a couple of days this time? And I may or may not be hallucinating as well. Sure, I can wait. They got a little snack bar here and coffee, so I'm good. Alright, see you then. Here I am, just chilling in the Platinum Bay, waiting for my ride to arrive. I think I'm on my 400th or 500th cup of coffee, and I'm still feeling surprisingly relaxed. It sounds like my ride is finally touching down on the landing pad outside. Well, I'm officially tired of this poor man's Arrakis and everybody in it. Time to get up and get out of here and never look back. I think after this incident, Daymar's gonna go straight to the top of my do not visit list and stay there for quite some time. I have no idea what I'm gonna do from this point on. I'm kinda strapped for cash. Didn't make any money while I was here, and I actually lost a ship. Probably gonna end up blowing the remainder of my reserves, just paying off this space Uber and trying to get back to wherever it is I want to get to. I could always go back to slinging boxes at the docks. Most likely I'll take a job as a crewman on somebody else's ship for a little bit just to earn some extra pocket cash. The most disappointing part is I've had a couple of grenades this entire time and never had the chance to use it. I don't remember drawing my gun even once. This elevator can't descend quick enough. Take me up and out of here.
Well, hippie. You remember me?
Oh yeah, I remember you. And just for good measure, I'm tempted to throw a grenade too, but I really need this ship to get out of here. I told you you'd pay for what you did to my ship. I know it's a little too late to ask now, but how the hell did you get your hands on a Connie this quickly? And more importantly, where's your Gladius? Because I would so prefer to fly home in that. Who cares? It doesn't matter in the end. I just want to break Atmo as quickly as possible, dump your body out of here and get rid of you before you start to stink the place up. What really kills me is how this madman's Gladius is going to become just another piece of junk that's stranded out there in the middle of the desert, just like the dragonfly that I found was. Someday someone will come across it, and in perfect working order too, and just be like, what? What's the deal with this thing? What's its story? This ship better not be registered as stolen. If it is, I want to take your corpse to the nearest Hope-class Endeavor to resurrect you, just so I can shoot your ass again. All I know is that after that little incident, Levski feels a lot less horrific to me than it used to, so I think I'm gonna head over there next and see what kind of trouble I can get into. Oh yeah, one last thing. What the hell's a hippie? I mean, I've never heard it before, and he just kept saying it over and over again like it actually means something.